Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so GameStop. You know, the video game retailer everyone knows?
Right.
Well, they've just done something, well, pretty interesting. They've dived headfirst into Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's quite a move. We're talking a big investment, north of $500 million.
$500 million. Wow.
Specifically, yeah, they picked up 4,710 Bitcoins. And based on current prices, that's around $513 million.
And this is new territory for them, right? Their first big crypto play.
Absolutely. First time they've directly invested in Bitcoin like this.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a significant strategic shift.
Definitely. For a company so tied to, physical retail. So the immediate question is, how did they actually fund this? Where did the money come from?
They were pretty strategic about it. GameStop raised $1.3 billion.
Okay.
And they did that using something called convertible notes.
Oh, right. So that's like debt that can potentially convert into company shares down the line.
Exactly. So that gave them the financial firepower for this Bitcoin buy and probably other things they have planned too.
But they haven't said when they bought or at what price.
No, that part's undisclosed. The timing, the exact purchase price, we don't have those details.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting, I think, this strategy. It kind of reminds me of Michael Saylor over at Strategy.
Yeah. Very similar playbook.
They went huge into Bitcoin, and investors seem to, really respond positively. Their stock saw a boost from it.
Precisely. And you have to wonder if GameStop is maybe hoping for similar kind of reaction, generate some buzz, some investor excitement by aligning with Bitcoin.
Did it work? Was there any immediate market reaction?
There was, actually. We saw their stock jump about 3% in pre-market trading right after the news broke.
Huh. So there's some positive sentiment there. It sort of echoes what we saw with Trump Media and Technology Group when they made Bitcoin-related noises, too.
Yeah, it suggests there's maybe a growing investor appetite, or at least curiosity, for companies holding digital assets on their balance sheets.
But okay, let's talk fundamentals for a second. Is GameStop actually in a strong enough financial position to be making this kind of, pretty bold bet?
Surprisingly, perhaps, yes. They reported back in February having a really strong cash position.
Oh, strong.
About $4.78 billion in cash, marketable securities, and equivalents. So quite healthy.
Wow. Okay, so they have the flexibility.
Definitely. That kind of financial cushion gives them the room to make these sorts of strategic investments, even while, navigating the challenges in the traditional retail space.
So taking that $500 million plunge into Bitcoin, what's the bigger picture here? Why would a video game store chain do this? Is it just chasing hype?
It could be more than that. I mean, it might point to a broader shift in how corporations are starting to view Bitcoin.
How so?
Increasingly, maybe less as just pure speculation, and more as a potential long-term store of value.
Right.
A bit like digital gold, perhaps.
Interesting comparison.
So for GameStop, this could be a strategic hedge, a way to maintain relevance, capture investor interest, especially as the gaming retail market keeps evolving. It's definitely a bold attempt to adapt.
Okay, so wrapping this up. The key takeaway seems to be that GameStop's massive Bitcoin purchase is a really significant, maybe even risky move. It's designed perhaps to reignite investor interest, possibly trying to mirror the success other companies have seen with similar crypto strategies.
Exactly. It highlights this growing trend, or at least discussion, around Bitcoin as a legitimate corporate asset. And it could signal a new direction for GameStop.
Yeah, maybe it influences other more traditional companies too.
It certainly could. We might see others follow suit.
Right, which makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other established companies might be quietly considering a similar move and thinking longer term, what could widespread corporate adoption of crypto actually mean, both for those companies and for the cryptocurrency market itself? Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.
If you found this video informative, then do like the video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Big Breaking Wire for more such simple and clear news updates.